I was pretty sure that everyone is gonna upload videos around the CDY, so I just want to make sure that you keep at least one Dartrix around for it to become extremely useful later on for that Great League Remix Cup, because if you didn't know already, you do not have to evolve to its full extent that Rowlet if you want to use it on Great League, because even as a Dartrix it is gonna be absolutely insane, and this video is a pure proof of it, because we are not gonna use it on the Open Great League format but instead on the Remix Cup. And as a closer, this Pokemon really surprised me. I was having an instant 9-1 with this team, then I lost a couple, and in this video we're gonna check a few of those losses as well. So Whiskas now going in after our sacrifice with that Dartrix, and I believe that Dartrix already did its job, because this Pokemon has access to a nuke like Brave Bird, which can be absolutely devastating for the opponent if they are not careful enough. However, here we're just gonna keep going at it with our Mountain, but to be fair, we have already flipped around that very badly that we have, so as soon as we bring into the battle here our Steelix, we should be fine to finish them off. So they're just gonna back out and grab this first victory for this video. Into the next battle now, trainers, and we're having the Abomasnow up in front. At this point I want to say to you that my camera is kinda weird, kinda white, kinda grey. Yeah, it is missing color. This is mainly because this is a midnight hour here in Greece, so I'm not having the best possible sunlight out there. So since it is dark, we do not have the best colors as well for the webcam. So with that out of the picture now, we're just gonna focus here on that Mountain, finishing off that Poliwrath, and of course now their switch timer is back up. With that in mind, I know that with Poliwrath out of the way, perhaps they have no other clear answer to my Steelix, so this is the perfect way and the perfect possibility for me to switch out, the perfect chance to my Steelix to clear those debuffs that Mountain is having, and of course still keep my Dartrix for the end game. So with that in mind now, Abomasnow is returning into the battle. They have the Energy Ball for big time damage, but not before we still throw one more Breaking Swipe for a little bit of extra cheap damage. Another move from my end, this time the Aerial Ace from the Mountain to finish off that poor Abomasnow. And since my game was lagging here, I was trying to switch, I was trying to use a move, they managed to finish me off with a single Shadow Ball. So at this point I'm just gonna return into the battle with Dartrix, and here is where Dartrix can really shine up against those water types, able to destroy them down with those Leaf Ages, and of course we can farm down pretty easily. So into the next battle now, and we're having a Dugong up against us. Remember that 9-1 that I told you, the win streak? Yeah, you're gonna say in a while why I had that loss, because Dugong is another big core breaker for my team. We do not have a clear move for that Pokemon throughout the entire individual lining that we have, other than the Seed Bomb from our Dartrix, and of course Dartrix is still gonna take a lot of damage from those Ice Shards being double super effective. We already hate that Pokemon. Anyways, all I have to do here is to charge up as much as possible, and I know that they are gonna use their Dugong now as a punching bag, so they're trying to get their hands to the debuffing move of Icy Wind. Now I have the Mountain returning into the battle, and I am in a very good position, to be fair, because we can push as much as we want to this Dugong in doing some crucial mistakes. I'm pretty sure also that they might actually switch out right after this, but to my bad luck they have a Golbat at the back, which is a severe counter to my Dartrix. So I'm just gonna press here the Brave Bird for the nuke, but unfortunately for me, of course, they're gonna block and absolutely farm me down. I am in no mood at all to throw any energy here, so they're just gonna destroy me down in return with a simple Shadow Ball. So that is gonna be all for that battle, and let's move forward now into the next one. We're having a Mantibuzz up against us, and of course this Pokemon is bad news for my Mantin over here, but guess what, we have Ice Beam and we can do a lot of damage in return. This is gonna end up overall in the one shield scenario towards their advantage, I believe. So yeah, that Ice Beam might be super effective, but as always they can always outspeed to the next charge attack, while they can also survive like a champ, as you can see here, a whole Ice Beam on the Manti. Here comes now another move, and I'm just gonna sacrifice my Mantin, excuse me, over here, man against man, what am I saying? And now we're having Steelix coming into the battle. Foul play for some cheap damage, and I know that another one is coming up. I'm just gonna take the advantage of having the upper hand here with the typing and absolutely farm down. Now we have 100 energy stored up, 95 to be exact, and now Breaking Swipe is just gonna debuff this poor Lickitung, while we have the nuke ready to go with the Earthquake. Not a lot of damage, but still kinda enough to put that Lickitung almost below that 50% of HP, and now they have a Gligar at the back. At this point I was super glad that I kept at least 2 shields for my Dartrix, and yeah trainer, sometimes you're gonna need that. But of course with a simple Brave Bird here we can guarantee the knockout, but they managed to block the move, and right after we have one more ready to go, the double Brave Bird, so brave from our Pokemon, switching out now to my Steelix to clear those debuffs. Power Whip for the win for them. Now can they farm down before we reach the Seed Bomb? No, they cannot. The absolute grass move here is just gonna destroy down the remaining HP that Lickitung is having, and we can grab yet another huge victory. Into the next battle, and we're having now Mantin on the lead. Do you see those very bad IVs that I'm having? Yeah, they are absolutely insane on the mirror, and we can take advantage of that for sure. So Ice Beam now from their end to ours, we're just gonna exchange those moves, and I was trying here to go for the RLAs for the bait, but they managed to switch out trying to catch the RLAs I believe, but whatever, I'm just gonna bring my Dartrix now into play. I know that they have some energy on that Mantin, so that can be very dangerous for me. Able to reach here now to the Seed Bomb. Let's see if they block. They are gonna block, which is pretty big right now, and I know that 3 of those double kicks are always gonna be enough for a single Body Slam. Taking advantage of this, we can definitely reach now to the Brave Bird. They are not gonna expect it, down they go, and Mantin will finish off the job. Now we're just gonna switch out to our own Mantin, and all we have to do here is to reach to those Ice Beams. So we have a kinda similar team over here, and Dartrix was the spicy closer for ours. Now Earthquake from my end to theirs, another 15 in attack for my Toothless, able to land it through the shield. They thought we are baiting, we do not bait here, straight for the nuke, and we can get another huge victory. Into the Whimsicott lead now, and that is kinda weird because overall we have the upper hand. Okay, this is clear and square, but look at that, they have on the switch the Marowak, which means that they definitely should be having something like a Skeledirge. So all of a sudden my Pokemon, my Mantin here, has to be alive, has to remain alive till the end, because I'm pretty sure that they're having the Grass Double Fire backline over here. So here comes now the RLAs from my part, trying to catch one move on my Toothless, and then it hit me. They're still switch locked over here, so we can definitely survive whatever they throw, while we can go ahead and farm down. But right on that final second, they managed to switch out, their timer was back up, and of course they're gonna spend their last shield for that Earthquake. I could not go here for the Breaking Swipe though, because if they didn't block, that could have been absolutely devastating for me. So I have to play accordingly here and start doing as much damage as I can with my moves. Disarming Voice to finish off my Mantin, and now it's all up to my weird handsome looking guy over here with my milady. And yeah, I said guy, but yeah, it's a lady. Excuse me for this, I totally forgot that this Pokemon is female. And now they have the Whimsicott at the back. To be fair, I'm expecting the switch at some point. This is gonna be just a Seed Bomb, we can easily survive. Here comes the Marowak, and now that we can farm it down with the Leaf Ages, we have enough energy for the Brave Bird and the nuke up against them. Let's get it, trainers, and we can grab another big victory for our freaking team. Into the final one now with another Charjabug, this time up in front. This Pokemon is pretty troublesome for us because not only it can destroy down our mountain but also has a solid matchup against my Dartrix. So what I want to do here is to not reveal my Steelix yet. Instead I'm gonna get my hands on the Dartrix and try to do as much damage and work I can up against that Vigoroth. So able to farm down but not before we sacrifice 2 shields in the process. This is not looking that great overall, but all we have to do at this point is to reach to the seed bomb and then perhaps the Brave Bird for the nuke. Here it comes, trainers, so much damage on their end. I'm just gonna bring my mountain into play and immediately switch out, following their own switch to that electric type. So X-Scissor is just gonna do not enough damage to be fair, and all I have to do at this point is to throw at least one breaking swipe through those shields and absolutely farm down in the process. So they realize now that their only chance in winning is gonna be their Charjabug remaining alive, so they will try to do their best here to do exactly that. And to do that they have to sacrifice all of their shields against my Steelix. This is not that great for them. After all those debuffs now I can easily switch out to my mountain, able to farm down the process, and if that is not gonna be a Stone Edge, we can easily survive it with our very bad IVs, 1 HP and a dream with the RLAs, and right after we're just gonna finish off the job with a final wing attack. That is gonna be all for today, trainers. Thank you for watching and for staying till the end. Keep in mind to keep at least a Dartrix ready to go for Great League because this Pokemon has a lot to offer, especially on the Remix Cup of Great League. Thank you for watching once again. Just be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and check any of these 2 videos that I have prepared for you. And I hope to catch you all into the next one.